Hey guys, my name is Kul Mahay and I am the Immersion Coach. Thank you so much for joining our beautiful community, Ignite Your Inner Potential. It is what it says on the tin. Ignite Your Inner Potential is a community and a movement, a global movement that has recognized that within every single one of us there is far more potential than we ever give ourselves credit for. I believe that 99.9% of the world is asleep. We're living in the matrix. We think that on a daily basis we're making decisions of our own free will, but what we don't realize is that the decisions that we are making are as a result of societal conditioning, this huge computer program that is designed to create that decision-making process for us. I believe that every single one of us can live life on our own terms, and a life where we don't have regrets, a life where we have much more tolerance, a life where we can truly dare to dream big, to achieve things that other people and even ourselves would never ever credit ourselves to be able to achieve. You can do this. You can find so much power within you. Within this group, you will find a lot of tips, tricks, and techniques as to how you can delve deeper within your own psyche. The great thing about Ignite Your Inner Potential is you will also get an awful lot of prior notice and maybe even some discounts on some of my workshops, some of my work, some of my online programs, and of course the annual Ignite Your Inner Potential event held in the UK every single January. This event is growing by 100% every single year. It's growing at such a rapid pace, and it is growing because more and more people are beginning to wake up from their slumber and realize that there is a different way out there, a different way that has seen thousands of people engaged in the program to see them how they change their lives. And as a thank you for joining this group, I want to share with you some principles that I use when it comes to taking action. Now, we all know that unless we take different action, unless we do things differently, we're not going to experience things differently. And so many people come to me and say, you know what, Cole, I have taken action differently. I've started doing things differently, but my circumstances aren't changing, but my relationships aren't improving, but my finances aren't improving. And more often than not, when I look deeper into this, it's because they're not taking the action in the right way. So these 7 principles that I'm about to share with you right now are exactly what I practice when it comes to taking action. I call them my 7 C's, and they are simply 7 steps, 7 things I have to remember when it comes to taking action. And I will say this to you, if you practice these 7 principles just for 1 hour every single day, you will have incredible transformation within a month. I promise you that. Incredible transformation within one aspect of your life within a month. Try it. So here are the 7 C's. The first C is that you need to be committed. You need to be absolutely committed to your goal. So many of us choose a goal on the spur of the moment. Think back to the last time you decided to make a New Year's resolution. Did you keep to it? Did you really think it through? Chances are you didn't. And once you have decided upon your goal and you are absolutely committed to it, then your action needs to be constant. You need to take constant action. You can't take action 5 days a week and then decide for the next 5 days that you're not going to take any more action. It's going to be a bit like taking 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. It won't work. Think back to the last time you went to the gym and perhaps you worked out solid for 5 days and then gave yourself 3 or 4 days rest. Did you really improve? Chances are probably not. The next thing is about being consistent. Every action that we need to take has to be in alignment with a goal that we've set for ourselves. So the actions on a daily basis need to be very intentional, need to be very purposeful. It's very easy for us to get distracted in this modern day by the social media, the phone going off, people ringing you up, and maybe something on YouTube that you're watching. So easy to get distracted, but this is about staying on your path and being consistent, only taking action that is going to take you towards your goal. And similarly, the next one is to be congruent. This is about you almost at a very deeper level, at your mindset, psyche, soul level. You need to be bought in. You're already committed to your goal, but now all your thinking, all your belief systems need to be aligned to that goal. Now, the important thing here is if your goal is connected to your values, then it's easier for you to be congruent. But there is no point in talking about something and then not practicing it. I see so many coaches doing this. They talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. Everything that I teach you here, I've done myself and continue to do myself. So being congruent is so very important, and it links directly with your values as far as I'm concerned. And the next thing is what I call coring, to be at the very core, to reach the very core of what you're doing. What do I mean by that? I mean to become laser sharp focused. Be laser sharp focused, do one thing at a time, and whilst you're doing that one thing, you're totally immersed in that one thing. You are totally focused on that one thing. Too many of us will say it's great to be multitasking. Multitasking doesn't work in the sense that you won't achieve anything to a higher level. You probably achieve everything to a satisfactory level, but not to the highest level that you can achieve. And Ignite Your Inner Potential is all about getting down to your highest level of achievement, your potential for achievement. So coring is all about focusing on one task at a time, and when you are focused on that task, make sure that focus is laser sharp. And you'll probably find that you do that task to a much higher standard and in much less time than you ever thought you could do. And the final thing, guys, I want to share with you is if you do all of these things, the one thing that you are likely to experience is change. There is no point in looking for any kind of transformation in your life unless you are ready to embrace change. Change is going to happen. Change is the one thing that is more scary than anything else for human beings. I have no idea why, but we seem to be so scared of change. Change is something to be embraced. Your life is not going to transform, it's not going to grow, it's not going to change direction unless you are ready to accept that change. So there you go, there's my 7C formula that I want you to take away with you. I promise you, if you practice this for just 1 hour every single day, you are going to see some transformation in your life. Enjoy your journey on the Ignite Your Inner Potential group. Look out for all the offers that we're going to be putting out. Look out for the news, look out for the discounts that you will get on a lot of the services offered here. And more importantly, more than anything else, please engage within the community. It's a very beautiful, loving community that is just dedicated to supporting you in your transformation growth.